We have already learned how to access elements from a list and from a string, that is, by passing in an index value or using the square brackets and an index number. Lists and strings use numerical index values. Like, let me show you my underscore list. If there is a list, so we pass the index value 0, or we can also pass, for example, my string. If there is a string, and we can pass the index value 2 to access the list or to access the string. So this is what we have already learned. But in dictionaries, we don't use position numbers or index values. We use something known as keys to access the values directly. Keys, they act like labels. Instead of index positions, we access values by using key names. You can use keys either in square brackets like dictionary and you can pass the key, or by using the dot get method, that is to fetch the value. Both my dictionary key, if you're passing the key, and my dictionary dot get method in which we are passing the key, return the same value unless the key is missing. So let's use the square brackets to look up the values using a key in our first example. Now let's see, for example, if we have book underscore prices is equal to, let's say we create a dictionary where we have Python as the key, and the value is Python is 450, comma. Next we have Java as the key, and here the value is 399. Next, let's say we have C++ as the key and the value is 500. So now we print the book underscore prices and we pass Python as the key. So now when we print book prices is the dictionary and we pass the key, let's see what value we get. We get 450. So Python is the key and 450 is the associated value. Square brackets return the value. Now let's try passing Java to get its price. So we can also give, for example, print book prices is our dictionary. We can pass Java in our dictionary and then let's print it. So we get 399 value. Using the key Java, it returns the price 399. Now, if we try to use a key that isn't in the dictionary, like let's say if we pass Ruby, but Python will throw a key error because their key is not present. Like for example, if we do print book underscore prices and if we pass Ruby, so the output will be, it will give error, key error. As I told you, because you must use a valid key, otherwise Python stops and raises a key error. Another safe way to fetch a value is by using the get method. Dot get with the not notation. This won't crash your code even if the key isn't there. Now let's look at this. So print, we give book underscore prices and let's do dot get, and in parentheses let's pass Python and close the bracket. Again let's print book underscore prices dot get, let's pass Ruby. So here for the first one, this key is present, but the second key is not present. So let's see what do we get as the output. 450 and none. Dot get Python works the same as square brackets, but dot get Ruby gives none instead of crashing and giving us a key error. You simply type the dictionary name followed by the dot notation and then you pass the get method and pass the key inside the parenthesis. So for example, let's see if we give print, then we give book prices, which is the dictionary, dot, let's give the dot notation and the get method and pass C++, which is the key. Let's see what does it give us. It gives us 500 because C++ is part of our dictionary. This is equivalent to book underscore prices. So this is also similar to if we give book underscore prices and directly if we give C++ like this. So it gives us 500. The key difference is square brackets, they give an error if the key is missing. But the dot get method does not give us any error. It returns none. This makes the dot notation and get method a safer option when you are not sure if the key is present or not. To summarize, you can use square brackets or you can also use dot get to retrieve dictionary values. Just remember that dot get is safer for missing keys because it will not give any error. So I hope, my friends, this is clear to you.